Peaceful greetings and welcome to Indigenous Children's Storytime. We are back with another great book. Today we will be reading Pete the Cat's Got Class. And I love the other story so much, Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes, that I wanted to find another one about Pete the Cat. And so I found out that there's actually a whole series of Pete the Cat. So I probably will be doing the different various Pete the Cats. I love them. And I hope you guys love them too. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Okay? And if there is one that I haven't done, put it in the comments so I can do that one next. Okay? Okay. Pete the Cat's Got Class by James Dean. It's math time, says Pete's teacher, Mr. G. Pete the Cat loves math. He loves how the numbers work together. Add 3 red blocks and 4 yellow blocks together, how many blocks would we have in all? Says Mr. G. Pete raises his hand. 7 blocks, says Pete. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Very good, Pete, says Mr. G. Mr. G asked the class a subtraction question. If I take 2 blocks away from 7 blocks, how many blocks will be left? Pete raises his hand, but the teacher calls on Tom. 9, says Tom. Pete feels bad for Tom. Tom is super smart. He can name all the dinosaurs. He just has trouble with math. Do you have trouble with math, or are you like Pete and a math whiz? I was pretty good at math. I think I was really good at math, actually. Pete has an idea. He will help Tom become awesome at math. Helping is cool, and it is. It's actually really cool. If you're good at math, why don't you find a buddy to help that might not be as good, and then they can become better at math like you? On the bus home from school, Pete sits next to Tom. Do you want to come over to play? Asked Tom. I got some cool new race cars for my birthday. Awesome, says Pete. We can do our math homework and then we can race cars. I hate math, says Tom. You don't hate math, Pete tells Tom. You just don't love it yet. Sometimes when we're struggling with a particular subject in school, you kind of dislike it, not because you totally dislike it. It's because you're struggling with it. But if you become proficient in it or good at it, then sometimes, you won't dread it like you did when you didn't quite get it. Okay? So that's what I think Pete is, meaning to Tom. He hasn't found something that he can relate to with the math to have him love the math. Okay? Pete sets up some blocks. If I add 5 blue blocks and 3 orange blocks together, how many will I have in all? This is boring, says Tom. Can't we play with my race cars? This gives Pete a great idea. Sure we can, he says. Pete lines up some race cars. If 5 red cars are going to the racetrack and 5 yellow cars are going to the car wash, how many cars are on the road? He asked. Easy, says Tom. 10 cars, like a traffic jam. What if 2 of the cars stayed home? Pete says. How many cars would be left? Says Tom, studying the lineup. 8 cars. Right, says Pete. See, I told you that math is awesome. Pete quizzes Tom on one math problem after the next. 4 cars minus 1. 3, says Tom. 8 cars plus 7. Pete says. 15, says Tom. I can't believe it. I'm doing math and I'm loving it. Pete and Tom do their homework. Let me know if you need my help, says Pete. Thanks, says Tom, but I know what I'm doing now. The next day, Pete hands in his math homework. Tom does too. After lunch, the teacher passes back their assignment. Pete and Tom each got 1 wrong. I'd like to see you 2 after class, Mr. G says. You both know not to copy off someone else's homework, says Mr. G. We didn't copy, says Pete. You both got the exact same answer. Wrong, Mr. G tells them. But we know they didn't cheat. They did their homework together, but they weren't copying each other. How can we prove that we got the answers on our own, says Tom. I know, Pete tells him. Bring your race cars to school tomorrow. Why? asked Tom. You'll see, says Pete with a smile. The next day, Pete and Tom get to school early. What are all the race cars for? asked Mr. G. To show you how Tom got to be so good at math, says Pete. Give Tom a math problem, Pete says. Any math problem. I'll get it right, says Tom, without Pete's help. Mr. G gives Tom one math problem after the other, and Tom uses the race cars to get all the answers right. Wow, says Mr. G, I'm impressed. Pete helped me by making math fun, Tom says. I think that's something we can all learn from Pete, says Mr. G. Take it from Pete. Math is neat. And on their next papers, it looks like they both got A+. That's awesome. So I'm going to post this maze on the screen, and if you like to solve it, just press the pause button and help Pete find his way through the maze, okay? And there's also another one on this back page. It says, can you find 10 differences? So I will save that onto the screen so then you can actually help find the 10 differences in those pictures, okay? Well, I hope that everyone enjoyed today's story time, especially my 4 amazing sons. If you have favorite books, make sure that you put those favorites in the comments or my community board. And like I've stated, if you need the help of the adults in your life, just have them help you so that you can put your favorites and see your favorites on Indigenous Children's Story Time. So until next time, we'll see you in the next story time.